Hey everyone, it is Melissa here with Sincerely Creative Mom. We're going to make a really cute, fun, quick fall basket. I got the basket from TJ Maxx. We filled it with our green foam. I'm going to set on top of it just some moss, just to make sure we do our best to hide that green foam. We just don't want to see it. And the less chance you can see it, the less extra filler you have to put in. So usually I would be dipping all of the stuff in glue. However, we're going to do this project on the news tomorrow on Wednesday, and so we're not going to glue it. But normally, if I was going to keep it for myself or if I was going to sell it and ship it, I would be gluing it. So we're using these pieces. Actually, everything here, all of these pieces that you see came from Hobby Lobby. The moss came from Michael's. The basket came from TJ Maxx. Okay, so I'm going to use 4 of these. There's a longer and a shorter, and I'm going to put the longer straight up going towards the middle and the shorter out towards the edge. And we're going to put it in. I know this is kind of weird because I always design in 3s or in odd numbers, but we're going to put these in 4. Okay, 1, 2, again, that taller piece going in the center, 3 and 4. We're putting them in there so that the lower piece kind of comes off the edge and kind of just starts to break that look there. Okay, then we're going to come in right after that with the same type of supply, but a different color. So we're going to go in between those, in between. So we have, again, 1, making sure the longer part of it goes in the center. This one is going to be right where that basket is, or where the handle is. I'm going to go in the back. What's going on here? There you go. 2. Right in the middle. 3. And that one was in the back, so I'm going to go in the front in this one, kind of. 4. Really easy. Fill it all out. Love the eucalyptus. Very popular, super trendy. So now we're going to go in with our 3 main pieces. This came on 1 stem, a bigger bloom, a smaller bloom, and a bud. Love them. We're going to put them in a nice triangle. Nice triangle. So I'm going to go 1 right back up here. Nice and big. 1 right next to it with the bud. And then 1 a little bit down in front for our 3rd focal. Kind of put it on the side of the bud. You see that nice triangle going on there. Perfect. Then we're pretty full. We can't see the foam because of that moss. Then we're going to go in with this nice Pampas grass. So I'm going to pick a spot, kind of go all the way around our Pampas grass. Just stick around or stick out. Let our long leaves kind of do some wild talking, be all over. I'm just going right next to that green eucalyptus, just to make it easy. And another one right in the front, or in the center, sorry. Okay. Cute. And then we'll come in here and add some berries. Now I already pulled these apart just so it'd be a little bit quicker. So the piece comes with 3 stems, like 3 parts. I'm going to stick that right down in there. And then we'll just spread it apart so that those berries get all the way around. trying real hard to not lose sight of that handle on our basket because it's really cute and it's part of the whole design. So I'm trying not to lose that. And then let's go ahead and add a bow before we finish. I do have it pre-made for the live on the news, just so that it's easy. However, I'm going to show you how we make it and how we attach it. I'm going to use 7/8 ribbon. I'm not using the exact ribbon because it's already packed into the car for the news. So I'm going to use a 7/8 ribbon. It's an embossed ribbon. It's kind of, it's just the perfect size, perfect width. So I'm going to take and start with nice big loops. They're about 5 inches. I want 5 loops. So I'm going to pinch, twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop, pinch, last one, twist, loop, and then it brings us down for the tail. So I'm going to pinch and twist, add our zip tie, this is to help keep it all together so that if something ever happens and it's someone's pulling apart the bow, the zip tie will keep it together. Okay, and then what I did was add a U-pin. Well, what you could do is add a U-pin. You can add a U-pin. These are from Hobby Lobby. You can push that right through. Okay, just like that. Now I've just made my bow into a pick. So I'm going to go right on the side over here and add that in. Actually, so this is one way you can do it. Add that U-pin. That's one way. The other way is I added the zip tie. Yes. I added a little bit of the pine stem. This guy here. A little bit of this. And then I added a sharp pick from my pick machine on the end. That's going to help me. It's going to make it a little bit longer. Just like the U-pin, but of course we want the orange. And I'm just going to stick one in the front and one in the back. So I have one, here's our handle. I have one right up here. We're going to put one right back here. On the other side of the handle in the back, just to be fun. And then this little guy came on a stem. There was a whole bunch of them. And I added a metal pick to the bottom of that also. And if you don't have a pick machine, normal people don't, regular crafters probably don't have a pick machine. You can use, they sell little green picks, little green wooden picks with a little bit of a wire on the edge. You can use that. I used that for a very long time before I invested in an actual pick machine. So you can use that. This is a super easy, super quick, not too expensive, right? It's not too expensive. That little piece in there. I love how this turns out. A little, not too compact. Right? A little airy, not too crammed. A little easier for you to see all of the pieces and not be, you know, kind of cramming your eye. This turned out really, really cute. Love, love. The only thing is these long stems kind of have the mind of their own. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that they are going in the right directions because they're going to stand out really, really good. And we don't want them to stand out in a bad way. So we're going to make sure that they kind of go all over through the design. They're going to work for us, not against us, right? There we go. Coming all out towards the edge. Really, really cute. Just absolutely darling. All of the supplies, again, easy for you to get your hands on. Super simple, quick. We'll have the list of the description of the SKU numbers in the description of this video. Again, it's Melissa from Sincerely Creative Mom. I love this design. We made it for Live in the D for our news segment, which I'm really excited about. Check the description of this video. Learnfrommelissa.com. I'm Melissa from Sincerely Creative Mom, and I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Make sure you are subscribed so you get all of our future videos. Bye, y'all.